If you're a fan of Isamaya Beauty, then you've probably known that a new collection was coming for a while, partly because there were two main clues. The first was she started to archive quite a few of her items, and the second was that she explicitly said that something new was coming. I mean, frankly, I am an even better detective than Basil, the great mouse detective, but it is actually available right now over on Sephora US. I want to say a massive thank you to Makeup on Your Radar and also Point Click Vibes for the information on this. Let's have a little chat. This new collection is sort of a hybrid between some older items that she's had but just repackaged and then some legit new items that we haven't really seen from her before. Now we're seeing a lot of like skincare ingredients with these, which isn't wildly surprising considering her recent collaboration with Conserving Beauty. She's releasing a lash lengthening mascara which is coming in two shades. There's a black, which is the shade Tar, and then Umber, which is more of a brown shade. It's going to retail for $32 and you're going to get 9.75 mils. And I'm literally just going with what Sephora says here. They say it's a lengthening and volumizing mascara that delivers clump-free, intense definition and length with lash-loving ingredients. And what are those ingredients, you might ask? Oh my God, I'm going to struggle to pronounce these, but we'll try. There's volumizing lipo-oligopeptide. There we go. And that apparently visibly thickens lashes. And there's Vita Hair and Growth Boosting Molecules Complex, which apparently supports lash growth. The collection is also including a micro eyeliner precision liquid eyeliner for $38 US, and you'll get 1 gram of product in that. This will give you a matte finish and it's apparently formulated without parabens and is also vegan and cruelty free. I will say I'm kind of intrigued by this 5-point lift colour correcting concealer with caffeine. However, there's only 5 shades, so I'm a bit kind of shocked with that. It's $40 and you get 3.8 mils. It's apparently going to give you a radiant finish. Is this the first time that we've seen caffeine in anything that's eye-based? No, so I actually think this is quite smart. It's been shown to be quite efficacious already. I do think, though, the colour range, not so great. I mean, do you see what I mean? Like, that deep is not that deep. I think that's a little bit disappointing. I would have expected a lot more from her. And she is saying that this is meant to be full coverage. So, I'm not so sure. Unless she's maybe trying to test these out and then hopes to expand. I'm not so sure. Like, even that fair, I feel like would not work on me. And the before and after looks quite nice. Again, like that's the fair shade, so I think that would probably be a little bit too deep on me. Not that that's a massive issue. I'm more kind of concerned about the deeper range of things. It just seems a little bit strange to me. And my quest for lip liners might actually continue here. This is the Universal Lip Liner. It's $28 US and you get 1.2 mils of product. Currently we're looking at 12 shades, but I'm kind of liking these. I will say I'm a smidgen confused because when I look at Sephora, they both say satin finish and matte finish. So I'm presuming that maybe there are some lip liners that have a more satin finish and some that have a more matte finish. So I'm a little bit confused on that. But there you go. I do like that shade Flat White. That is quite interesting to me. And also Liberica. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I think that is looking quite nice. And obviously they've shown the models wearing them and they look beautiful. This is very, very nice. I like the cool tones of that. And it's not often that you see a more black toned lip liner, so I'm kind of here for that. It just makes me think of Jolie Beauty, who recently came out with some black lip liners and that sold out really, really quickly. So this kind of makes sense to me and I feel like it's not wildly expensive. Like I thought it would be much worse for Isamaya. This is where we're starting to get to a little bit of repackaging territory. So they've had their lips metal before, their metallic balms. They're sort of like a lipstick balm type thing. Now, when this initially came out, it came out in some very phallic sort of packaging. It was kind of cool. But it seems like they've kind of tamed it down a little bit. It's the same sort of shades that we saw before. So it's the same 8 shades that we saw. It's $32. You're going to get 3 grams of product. So it seems like it's a little bit cheaper. I'm not against that. So like I said, it's those kind of shades that we saw before. Like I remember Cardinal and Vanity coming out and they looked amazing. Cardinal still very much appeals to me. Like I like the look of it. And they do look quite nice. I feel like $32 is not the absolute worst. Like some of them are more metallic than others. Like look at that one. That is absolutely stunning. I feel like her lip products are really, really nice. She's also coming out with 2 primers. The first of these is the Face Glaze Skin Primer. It's $38. You get 19 mils as part of it. Now, they say that this one is hydrating and good for dryness, and it's going to give you a radiant finish, and it's also meant to be skin plumping. They've also highlighted some ingredients here, including brown algae extract, which is meant to hydrate, and phytocollagen activator, which apparently supports natural collagen. But let's compare that to the other face primer. This is the Microbial Gel Face Prep Primer. Now, this is a little bit more expensive. It's $40, but you do get 52 mils. This is again hydrating and it's best for dry skin. However, it's apparently also good for acne and blemishes, and there's hyaluronic acid in it. And they say it gives you a natural finish. But they're also saying not only is it best for dry skin, it's also best for oily combo normal skin. Like, make up your minds, lads. And some of the ingredients in that includes High Magic 4D, which smooths skin, caffeine, which nourishes skin, and Biolin P, which supports skin. But they've also included some information as to how to make your decision there. So apparently the microbial gel is better for like resetting and protecting your skin, hydrating, soothing, etc., reduces redness. So if you are more, I guess, acne prone, probably the microbial gel is more for you. So if I was looking at that, that would probably be the one for me, because, I am constantly having breakouts. But then it looks like the face glaze is kind of better for like aging skin, because it's meant to stimulate the synthesis of collagen. I don't know. We'll see what the story is there. And can I be real with you, lads? I was actually going into absolute heart palpitation thinking that their lip lacquer was actually going, because it had sold out on their website and I didn't see it anywhere else. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? How dare you get rid of this? No, don't worry, guys. They haven't gotten rid of it. It's just new packaging. So it's the same maximizing lip plumping serum that you saw before, the same 6 shades. It's $38 and you get 2.5 mils. And can I just say, I have all 6 of these. And I fucking love them. They are so damn good. Don't make me choose. I love every single one of them. I know it's crazy expensive, but I love them. I think they are so, so good. So honestly, thank God. If they had gotten rid of this completely, I would have been so angry. Can I be also honest? I kind of preferred the previous packaging, but that's just me, so who cares? And this is another new item, and can I just say, I am dreading trying to pronounce this. It's the Hyaluronic. There we go. I'm not saying it again. Lip plumper with hyaluronic acid. It's $38 and you got to get 1.2 mils. And I mean, it's literally what it says. It's a high shine finish plumping. It also has hyaluronic acid. And there's apparently vitamin E in there as well. So there you go. I don't know, if you were to ask me, would I want this or would I want the glosses? I'd want those lip lacquers. I much prefer them. But the before and after looks pretty decent. I personally don't see much of a difference, but she already has like beautiful lips. So, Isamaya, use me. I'd be a brilliant before and after. She's also coming out with 11 new sculpting sticks. They're precision cream contour sticks with ceramides. They're $40 and you get 1 gram of product. Now, I personally am not so sure if they're necessarily contour, because some of them look quite warm leaning. However, it's going to depend as to what they look like on some people. It's going to interact with your undertones. So I'm not really sure on this one. Like, it looks like it blends really, really nicely here. But do you see what I mean? Like, a lot of these seem to pull very warm, but they're also kind of trying to, not quite backtrack, but they're like, yeah, you can use it for bronzing. And then I'm like, but it's not a contour then. Don't label it as a contour. I'm confused. And obviously she's trying to show that you can like mix and match them and, maybe blend them together to get your perfect shade. Personally, I wouldn't do that because they're $40 each. If I'm going to spend that amount, I want it to be the perfect shade for me. The contour stick also includes rice bran wax, which hydrates and smooths the skin, which I've never actually heard before. And there's also ceramides in there. Now, the coverage is also meant to be medium, so you'd kind of want it to be just the right shade for you. That's just my thoughts. But they're also showing here that they're trying to use a couple of these contour sticks for a couple of different reasons, for definition and for highlight. So I guess they're trying to have it be a multi-use product, to which I'm kind of saying, well, then why call it contour stick? I know I'm being so pedantic, but that's just my feelings on it. And believe it or not, we're not finished yet. This is the Skin Enhancing Duo Cream Blush and Highlighter. It's $39, comes in 8 shades, and you get 5.1 grams of product. This is again going to give you a radiant finish, and they claim that it's hydrating. There's also Specialist Phyto Complex, which is meant to smooth the skin, and lanolin-like film former, which hydrates the skin. And let's emphasize the lanolin-like because it's also vegan. I'm always a bit hesitant when they put a blush and a highlighter together, because you never know whether or not you'd want those mixes. But they do look quite nice. I mean, there's nothing that's jumping out to me at the moment, but there you go. And I will say they seem to be giving a decent amount of pigment. We're near the end, lads. This is the color correcting skin tint. It comes in 6 shades. It's $44 and you're going to get 21 mils. They're basically formulated to target the look of pigmentation, dullness, rosacea, and a multitude of skin concerns. And the coverage is meant to be light and the finish is natural. Oh my God, it was so much, but I did try to cover it all under 10 minutes. Let me know down below what you guys think. Are you into this or not?